Can anyone Harry and Pam? Does that make sense with anyone? Perfect. Charlotte?
My grandfather's Harry and his sister's Pam. But Pam hasn't passed.
Can anyone connect with the Harry and Pam that have passed? Did anyone's hands go? Oh.
Harry's passed. I don't know if Pam's passed.
You don't know whether Pam has?
We don't talk to her anymore.
Okay. Darren? Nah, it's all, yeah, okay. I don't think Pam has passed for you, actually, yeah. Sorry, this is my whole row of friends. I promise I'll move on to other people. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we'll sort of see what Spirit brings in there, but I'm just not completely sure it's with either of you, to be fair. But if both of you have a Harry that has passed and maybe a Pam that hasn't, yeah, all good. We'll sort of see where we go there with that, but that's all right. Now, I just want to sort of move into the back. Where are we going now, guys? Because in my head I was like, there's a whole bunch of people all the way up here. And someone just goes, she works at NAB. Great place. Any hands up for that? Oh, right in the back, okay. Any hands up if anyone here works for NAB? Oh, there's more than one, okay. Leave it with me. Hold on, Kelly. Hold your horses there, darling. Good to see where got the NAB workers. Don't know why, but it is good. There's a reference of, but I'm with my mother now. This is with my NAB worker. So hands up if you work for NAB, sorry. Okay, so there's two, okay. There's a very strong female energy that's coming forward here, and there's a reference of, but now my mother's very excited because my mother never got to meet her. And there's I can see the hands up in the air as well, but there's more of a reference of also, my geography is very strong, so when I reference locations or flags, Spirit will instantly take me there in my head, but there's a reference of probably either the Balkans. Hands up. Perfect, okay. And she's...
Hi.
Hello, I keep forgetting to ask people's names. Sorry, what was your name?
My name's Nina.
Nina, okay. Hello, Nina. Who are you with today, Nina?
I'm with my cousin Maya.
Hello, Maya. Welcome, cousin. Okay. All she keeps saying, she goes, well, I've been trying to, it's so good to speak. It's sort of like, she says, I've made everyone message and you don't read your messages. I'm like, sorry. And you work for NAB, or did you used to work for NAB, or are you wanting to work for NAB?
I still work for NAB.
Wonderful. Well, yeah, good. It's good. And there's a very strong female energy that is sort of coming forward here as well. And what's your heritage, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm Serbian.
Perfect.
So
My Balkan
yeah.
connection. Yeah, perfect. Okay. The anchor. No. Well, you know what's coming next now, don't you? Yeah. Is it still going? No, I was like, I can still hear it in my head. Okay, now there's a reference here of Dave. I don't ever want her to think that she would go through what I went through as well. Now, as I mentioned, we do have an older female that is coming forward. She validates that... my ovaries are very sore.
Yeah. Yeah, my mum
It's 2024. You can't be laughing at that. I might have ovaries. You don't know. No.
Yeah, she had ovarian cancer when she passed.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, is this... it's not grandmother. It's your mother, is that correct?
Yeah, it's my mum.
Yeah, beautiful. She unfortunately had ovarian cancer. Okay, that makes sense, because my right ovary in particular just went crazy. I don't know whether it was more isolated to her right.
Yeah, it started off in the right fallopian tube.
Fallopian tube. She says, Dave, if everyone had... say that again? If everyone had half the strength that my daughter has, we would be living on Mars. she says, because since I crossed over, do you get butterflies around your like home or something?
Not really around the home, but around the grave, yeah.
Oh, her home. Okay. She says, thank you for cleaning it.
I try.
No, you do a great job. And can you connect with, it's a very sort of Balkan-esque sort of sounding name here as well. So, but I do want to reference like Gore, G-O-R.
Goran, that's my dad's name.
Perfect. Okay, her husband.
Yeah.
She loves him.
Yes.
Drives her insane again, but she actually, they've got quite a nice bond. And he says, well, Dave, he only started caring about me when I passed over. Like, before that, you couldn't find him anywhere. But since I crossed over, well, isn't he the grieving? Like, she's just teasing. She says, where was he for every... No, she's just teasing him. But it's sort of like, since I crossed over, he's now, like, not playing the victor, because that sounds terrible, but that's her words. But, like, she's laughing
You're
at
not
it.
wrong.
Yeah, it's sort of like, she's kind of taking the piss out of him, because it's sort of like he doesn't get it, but then, like, when I crossed over, he was like, oh, my wife has died.
Yeah.
And she loves him, but she also wants to, like, smack him. She's like, Jesus Christ. And it's sort of like, and she's a little bit actually annoyed at him
Oh, yeah.
for not supporting my daughter in the way that a father should. Now, sorry to put you on the spot, but it's that kind of...
No, he definitely does. I think he just has a very, like, wog way of showing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I would go with it as well, because it's sort of this element of, like, this beautiful lady with me, your mum, she's so emotionally connected and she's so openly loving. But then she's got this element of, like, where she also feels a little bit guilty. She goes, but did I do it enough? Like, did I do it? Like, only child?
Yeah.
Perfect. She likes your cousin.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
You're in luck. Okay. Because she says both my daughters are here, so that's the thing. So even though it's the cousin energy, she's incredibly proud of you. She says, you need to look at her, Dave, she's beautiful. And I was like, well, I'm already looking for a man. Like, don't worry about her. She's married, don't get ahead of yourself. Okay.
She's definitely married.
Are both of you married or just the one?
No, I'm single.
Okay, well, I'll be the wog grandparent. You get married now. Can you say wog at the opera house? I don't know. And she goes, I wasn't going to have her here without being able to say hello. She says, everyone, there's so many parents here tonight, David. And she says they're all so excited that their children are here. So she says, I don't know why they nominated me to say it on behalf of me, because I'm not a good public speaker. But she says, everyone in the audience who has lost a parent, she says, you know that they're here and we love, we love, we love. And she says, but my daughter, Dave, the way that she took care of me, because everything happened so quickly, and then it was sort of like, and then I was unwell, and then I was better, and then I was unwell again, and then we didn't know, and then I tried to hide it from everyone, and I didn't tell her everything. And then she said, and then she finds out all these things after I've crossed over. And she says, and her dad's terrible with money. And it's sort of like, and she works in the bank, but I'm going to pay off her debt apparently, so there you go, good luck. But she says, I'm just so proud of her strength. And there's a very strong element again of butterflies, even as I'm talking, they're flying right in front of my face here. So even though you do see them around her grave, did you go today?
No, I didn't. I was supposed to go this morning, but I didn't go.
Okay, but she's got you there anyway, so she knows that you didn't, but maybe I don't know. No, but she's referencing you being there today, to be very fair. So even if you were thinking about going today, she says, don't worry, we can do it next weekend. Before she goes away, do you have any plans to travel soon? Because she's got you going away.
Yeah, I'm going to Turkey at the end of the month.
Perfect.
Beginning of next month.
So September.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she goes, oh yeah, no, she'll be visiting. She goes, I'm not going to Turkey. She says, I don't, can I say that in front of the audience? She goes, tell them, Dave. Sorry for anyone who's Turkish. She's like, I don't like the Turks. I like the Turks. If there's any Turkish heritage in it. She says, no, I'll go with her. But she goes, know that it's through gritted teeth. No. She's just teasing. She's actually quite humorous and funny. And she's got this, she's very glam as well. Like she does, even though there was unfortunately this reference of cancer and the element of how I treat that as well. Now, when Spirit validates the element of treating cancer, it's always going to be chemotherapy. So I can only assume, unfortunately, she did have to go through that journey herself. But she says, you tell her it's all back and it's not grey.
Yeah. So when my mum got diagnosed, I actually shaved my head. And yeah, my hair's growing back. Look, this is fake. This is definitely fake, but the top's real. So,
Fab.
but yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah,
Thank you.
100%. And she said, God, I can't say that. She goes, I've never seen a girl who's not a lesbian look so good without a shaved head. I'm getting cancelled, but it's fine. She says, how could my daughter be so beautiful, Dave? She says, when I saw her, did you do that when she was still Earthside as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. She says, because when I saw her, she says, I will never be able to put into words how proud I am of my daughter for that, David. And the fact that she did that for me, she goes, I love you.
Thank
And
you.
she says, it made your eyes pop. I can't see your eyes, but like she says, do you have like blue or green?
They're like hazel.
No, blue or green.
Look, I don't.
no,
They're not blue or green. I'm sorry.
I'm seeing like piercing blue. Cousin, what color eyes do you have?
She's got blue eyes.
Oh, she's the blue-eyed daughter. Okay. Okay, good. We got there. But yeah, she's incredibly honoured that you did that for her. Did you donate it?
I didn't donate the hair, but I donated the money. So, like
Yeah.
20,000 to the ovarian cancer
Ah.
research. So, yeah.
Amazing. I'm going to stay with you just quickly. Did anyone actually maybe cut their hair or shave their head and actually donate it to wig making or anything like that? Oh, perfect. Okay. Spirit's incredibly proud of that. Sorry, Kel, you can stay there for now. So a big thank you to you as well. Thank you so much. Sorry, actually, while we're up there, Renee's here. Where's Renee? Hands up, Renee. Okay, maybe she's not here. Oh, no, she's there. Wonderful. My granddaughter Renee's here with her mother. Does that make sense? Perfect. Hold on, where's Mum? Probably next to you. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Thanks for passing the microphone down as well.
Hi.
Hello. Renee, I take it?
Yes.
Thank you. What's your mum's name?
Leanne.
Hi, Leanne. Good to see you. I can't see you, but I know you're there.
I can barely see you.
There you are. All right, there we go. Yeah, you've instantly got an older gentleman that does come forward who's very excited to see you, and I'm going to suggest this is probably Leanne's father as well, because he says, I love her, Dave, but get talking to my granddaughter. We've got to sort out her love life. He says, he's talking to me, he says, you think you've got bad taste in men. No, just that. He's just winding you up. Do you have a partner at the moment?
Questionable?
Sis, I feel ya. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He says, he says, the other girls couldn't make it. Do you have a sister or sisters or sisters?
Yes.
How many, if you don't mind me asking?
Just one sister.
Okay, so he says the other girls. Leanne, do you have sisters?
I have a daughter.
Ah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, because that was my next question. Don't ask questions. Don't slap the microphone either. Yeah, he's really fucking angry at the dad.
My partner?
Yeah. Well, the daughter's father.
Okay, yep.
It's sort of this element of like, you support her, you look after her, you do this. He's like, I don't like to get worked up, Dave. You know what I mean? Harry?
Yep, that's it.
Good Harry. It sounds funny, but he showed me Dr. Harry, and I was like, he's either a cross-dressing vet or he's a... No, I didn't say that about Dr. Harry. Actually, you can't believe I just said that, to be fair. My grandfather told me that back in the day, apparently Harry Cooper. You know, like that. God, stop it. Harry's incredibly proud as well, but it's sort of like, I don't want to have to put you on the spot in front of everyone, but he says, no, Dave, she needs to vocalize it. And I do apologize, Renee, for putting you on the spot again, but when we reference like the questionable elements of around the partner, like feel free to tell me as much as you want, as little as you want, because I understand it's daunting.
No, you're spot on. Keep going.
Yeah. like, I don't even know your partner. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
like, he says, you should always listen to your mother, which is great advice for every single person here. Leanne, how do we feel about him?
The partner?
Yeah. That's a head nod.
Bow, bow.
Yeah. Because, like, you're such a good woman, Renee. You really are. Like, everyone up here is just so incredibly... Leanne, your mum's still Earthside? Okay, because there's two older females coming forward and they're both hugging Renee, but then they both put their hands on your shoulders. But then they said, looking after looking after the wife or the mother. So if your mother has unfortunately crossed over, know that she's also making her presence clear. I don't know whether Harry passed first, though. What, who passed first, if you don't mind me asking? Her. Yeah, perfect. Because he references, yeah, well, her. Okay, that's my answer. Yeah, so just know that the message I gave the Melbourne audience, what was that? Oh, okay. What it is, I mean, I know your daughter's very young as well, because how old is she if you don't mind? I mean, because I know you're a young woman yourself. Yeah, 6,
She's
perfect.
6.
So, she's actually at the perfect age as well, because children, and this is for everyone in the audience as well, but children below 7, that they are the spiritual leaders of the planet. It's not people like me or people that are spiritually aware, it's the children, because they don't have any pre-existing ideas of how things should be, and they are wide open to energy. So your daughter, by Harry referencing, this was a message actually for a lady in my Melbourne audience as well, but it's all about the example that we set for the future generations that come after us. So for your daughter, it's sort of like, you're such a nurturing, connected mother, and you're an amazing grandmother for the grandchildren, we said children energy, but even if you don't have any other grandchildren yet, there's definitely others coming. But it's more so the element of like, your daughter at the moment, even though she's 6, doesn't have ADHD. Who said that she did?
My mum.
Oh. And here I was blaming a doctor, but it was the grandmother. Okay. No, she doesn't have ADHD because when she wants to focus, she will. She just gets bored easily.
Yeah. She's a Gemini.
Because when she's... What did you say?
She's a Gemini.
So am I? No, am I? No. What am I? Gemini rising. I don't know what that means. So... Yeah, it's all about the example that you said. Because your daughter is such a sponge right now, she's really sort of focusing on the element of how my mum is leading the way for me, and how she reacts to the world is how I react to the world. And that's a message really for the whole audience as well, because our kids, as we said, are real sponges. So all that they're really referencing with the relationship with her dad, and I know you said it's questionable, but like, I don't like asking too much, but are you actually kind of together at the moment? Because I can't feel it. Like, I don't know.
No, I'm moving house in 2 weeks.
And he doesn't know?
Separating. No, he knows.
Yeah.
He's there, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's present, but it's happening.
Yeah, well, you worded it properly, because he's there, but he's not present.
That's exactly right.
He does unfortunately have an issue with drugs and alcohol, so I don't know whether that's current.
Yep,
or,
that's correct.
okay.
Yeah.
Because they're really referencing that he has unfortunately underlying mental health issues that have been exacerbated by drugs and or alcohol.
Yep, that makes sense.
And his family, oh, fuck, like thank God you've got Leanne and your crew because they're so good, but his family is like, I mean, I'd probably date him because that's what I'm attracted to, like that toxic, but like.
I feel you.
But you don't date him, girl. You don't do it.
No judgment.
No, I'll cry about that later tonight. No, I'm joking. It's really not that bad. So they're just really referencing the example that you said, pay attention to it. It's really important that, like, they're so proud of the decisions that you're making. Again, it's the same messages that we had down here about going through transition. I know you mentioned you're just moving, so clearly that's what it is as well. He wants you to go home to Leanne, to be very fair. I mean, Leanne's probably like, absolutely not. But like,
No, that was in the cards, and I was like, no.
no.
So I found somewhere else, and I'm like, not keen, but I'm going.
Yeah, well,
Because
honestly,
I'm
that's
like,
it.
trust, it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, literally the word that he uses, it's a big conversation I've had with everyone today. There was literally like a horse, not a horse, a dog that just ran in.
Is it Henley?
Are you Henley? I don't know. I would make it easy for me if I just said yes, but I'm not sure. Border Collie?
Kelpie. Black and tan.
Black and tan, yeah, because
Yep.
oh, no.
No?
As soon as you said it, I can see it, but that wasn't
Bit
the
of
dog.
white?
Stay with me. I'll leave the microphone with you quickly. But did anyone lose a kelpie that unfortunately got hit by a car? Oh, sorry, border collie. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, thank you for understanding what I meant. Yeah, a border collie that unfortunately got hit by a car. Literally just ran out here.
I had a husky that got hit by a truck.
Oh. Also black and white though. That's
Yep,
why.
black
Perfect.
and white.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why it came forward with you, but it actually is
There's someone else's.
the other. Yeah.
puppy.
Because it literally ran out this way and then went ugh. And you're literally aligned with Renee right now. So know that border collie just jumped through the audience and landed in your lap. Yeah, dogs are better than humans. So I mean, you guys are great, but it's all them out there. Yeah, who said amen? Did you say that? Someone said amen. Yeah, perfect. Gemma, where do you think you're going? Nothing better than targeting someone in front of 400 people. Yeah, perfect. So as soon as you mention the Siberian Husky in the truck, it is in the line at the same time as well, but know that that is also watching over the family as well. Does anyone in the family still have a Husky? With you, Renee and Leanne?
No.
There's one coming, 100%.
Oh.
I don't know where it's coming into the family, but we've got the circle around and the Husky just jumped into it, like through a hoop. So someone in the family, if you don't have a Husky right now, is getting a Husky. No pressure for either of you, because it can be in the wider family circle as well. Got hit by a truck.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I saw it. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, that was my next thing, because I lost my element of breath, so that's usually shock or... Yeah, so unfortunately...
I was trying to get her to come home, and she crossed the road at the wrong time.
Yeah. And she just said, she goes, I'm usually so street smart. Like, she wasn't a fool. Like, this dog, like, would usually actually be very aware of cars. But unfortunately, she got it at the wrong time. She goes, and the bloody driver.
Yeah, he didn't stop.
Yeah. God, every spirit's throwing me under the bus. Even the dog's throwing me under the bus. She just made, I'm not going to repeat it, she just made a very racial comment about the driver.
Oh, okay.
Do you know the driver?
No, I didn't.
No, good. Well,
get to
yeah,
see.
she bloody knows him, that's for sure. I'm getting cancelled, I tell you. No, we're not. Don't worry, Prue, I'm fine. Yes, know that everyone up here, they're just very proud of the decisions that you're making around changing of relationships. Even though you didn't want to maybe move, know that, again, you're setting the perfect example for your daughter.
Yep.
I'll give you 6 months and you'll be back with Leanne.
Oh, okay.
Leanne's like, great, thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Glad I came. But from everyone up here, especially your beautiful grandfather as well. We said his name, didn't we, Harry? Is it
Harry,
Yeah,
yep,
perfect,
yep.
good. I thought I just got it again. But yeah, massive kiss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're good? Cool. All right. Where are we going now? Chris says, close your eyes and remember. And I was like, what am I remembering? Okay, there's a gentleman who's just come forward. And he says, my sister is here, Dave, my sister. And he says, I'm like the real estate man. We have the same name. Can anyone in the audience connect? Well, there's two real estate men, because it could be Marty. Can anyone connect with a brother, Adam or Marty, that have crossed over? Perfect. Just one before we go there? Adam. Yep, perfect. It's here. Remember at the start how I said they will piggyback on messages? So even if we reference the son, Adam, in the physical world who works in real estate, there's a reference of him using the name. Very clever.
And also the border collie.
And the border collie as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for adding that in. Perfect. In spirit, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, what was your name?
Samantha.
Samantha, beautiful. Thank you for coming. Are you with anyone today?
My beautiful best friends.
Thanks, beautiful best friends. Unfortunately, Samantha, pardon me, you've got a few that have just, like there's a few spirits here that have really jumped forward very quickly, like multiple.
Yes.
And I do want to reference the brother Adam.
Yes.
And he says, she's my favourite sister. Do you have any other sisters?
I'm his only sister.
Oh, thank you. 'Cause I didn't
But that's the joke.
Yeah, I know, because I was like, God, please tell me she's not here. Like, so that's the joke. Perfect.
That's
'Cause
the joke.
oh God, they're really throwing me under the bus though. He says, no, she's the favourite, Dave. She's the favourite. And he says, I'm so sorry that my attitude changed before I passed.
Yes.
He says, you know that wasn't me.
Oh, no, I think it was better.
You thought it was better.
Yes.
He says, I became very forgetful, Dave. But that was the tumour.
Yeah.
Brain tumour?
No.
Pardon?
No.
My whole head is going so cloudy. It's not a warning either, but my whole head is getting so, like, right through here. Third eye. He's actually quite spiritual. He won't tell anyone that, though.
No.
What unfortunately cancer did he have?
Kidney cancer.
Oh, sort of right where my belly button is, though.
Yes.
What's that about, if you don't mind me asking?
He had a fistula.
Oh.
It went through and burst out the front of his stomach.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, because it, like, I'm so sorry for being so graphic, but it feels like the movie Alien. Like, it's just going,
Yes.
like, right forward.
Yes.
And then the elements of the pain that causes as well. But
He wanted to be clear in his head. He wouldn't want to take painkillers. And he
yeah.
didn't want any of the drugs because he wanted to be clear and understand.
Yeah,
But he had to have drugs to help him.
yeah. So you got a daughter?
Has he got a daughter?
Yeah.
Yes, he has two.
Perfect. Two, perfect. Because he's referencing the, well, the girls below me. Yeah, I mean, I know he said there was two, but he's referencing the girls below me. And where does Margaret connect with you?
That's my mum.
Perfect. Because he wants to send love to Margaret, or looking after Margaret.
Is there anything else with that?
Well, she's going through health as well. If that
Yes.
makes- yeah, yeah. And she's Earth side, of course.
Yes.
Where's your connection with David?
Oh, my dad and my husband?
Just yeah, perfect. Okay, and your medium. And they're both Earth side. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. Because Adam is sending love to the David. Well, he's pointing at me, but he doesn't care about me really. It's a connection with you. He's got the border collie as well, which makes sense obviously because we're on the border collie theme right now. But yeah, he does sort of apologise. He's still apologising for the elements of how I was during cancer because
Yes.
I know you said he was sort of better. That he's laughing when you said that as well because he's like, oh no. But it's again sort of this element of like how I didn't want the family to have to be burdened by me being unwell.
Yes.
And I know, unfortunately for all of us that have lost loved ones, like it is common. Like they don't want us to feel what they feel in some ways because it's the element of protection and love. Like we want to look after the people that we love. But he's so thankful for you for pushing through, but also being very clear with him. Like, no, fucking sort your stuff out at the same time as well. And he does like David. Oh, God, he says you've married into money. Might be a surprise to you, but that's okay. I walked past his house today. Where do you live?
In French's Forest.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the Northern Beaches.
Northern Beaches. I was walking in Point Piper today, and I was like, all right, darling. I just have to ask, do you have any connection with Malcolm Turnbull?
That's my last name, Turnbull.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. When I was walking in, that is nuts because when I was walking today, I was in Point Piper and I actually made the point of pointing at Malcolm Turnbull's house. And he's like, well, you walk past the house. But it's the surname, it's not actually Malcolm Turnbull. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I know it's random, but sometimes they'll just
Oh,
bring
it's
it in.
amazing.
The what, sorry?
I said it's amazing.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And Adam sort of also brings in that there was maybe like not conflict over what everybody wanted to do after I crossed over, but there's sort of the connection about like if he wanted to be like, I don't want the family to second guess the decisions that were made after I crossed over.
Yes.
Now, whether there was people that like wanted him buried but he was cremated, or wanted him cremated but he was buried, but like it kind of feels like there's things around that.
Do you want me to tell
Yeah,
you?
I'm kind of, yeah, sorry.
So he passed away during COVID, and the week after he passed away is the week, 2 days before his funeral, they lifted all of the restrictions.
Okay. You didn't want everyone at the funeral anyway.
And so we had we said that we wanted to be able to invite people who wanted to be there.
Yeah.
And he had a list. We went through his list of people who were going to his funeral, and he didn't want people there who hadn't been there for a while, and his wife was really wanting to stay true to that.
Yeah.
And Mum and Dad and I said, well, funerals for the living, not for the dead, and we need this and other people
It's
need
close.
this.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, he
No.
kind of got halfway there. I told him he had to have certain people at his funeral, and he
Yeah.
just kind of was like,
It's
whatever.
really like a wedding guest list, because he's like, no, like, well, they can sit up the back then. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's sort of referencing that there was sort of this elements of like, well, we say this, but then we do that, or we do this, and then we say that, and then people feel like that they've done the wrong thing.
Yes.
It is very common for anyone in the audience that may have felt, oh, God, he's actually, well, yes, because literally everyone has just expanded this to the whole audience. Oh, we're clapping as well. If you, for anyone sitting in front of me today, if you feel like that you should have honored your loved one differently or done something different in unison, and making me stand right in the middle to actually reach the whole audience. No, like don't ever feel like that you should have done things differently, because the most important thing, and you know, Adam is the one that's leading this for the whole crowd by what he said. Oh, the person who said that funerals are for the living.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because that's how Spirit looks at it, because their journey in the physical world unfortunately has come to a conclusion. And our connection with them, the way in which we honor them, is how it continues. So not only is Adam proud of the way that it was still structured, and especially how it went after he did unfortunately cross over,
Yeah.
but everyone up here is like, no, I need my loved one, the family, whoever it may be in the audience, know that they still made the right decisions, even if it went against what I said.
Brilliant.
And the Border Collie's got issues with the legs as well.
I was pretty little.
The what, sorry?
I was quite little, so I don't remember too much.
Yeah. It's kind of the same as Adam, like kind of like kidney issues that kind of affect the back leg movement. Doesn't feel like an old dog, but it's still there.
But no, it wasn't.
But yeah, he's just really proud, and and did David ever unfortunately lose a parent? Because there's still other parental energy here, but it
There's
kind of
lots
feels
of parental energy with you, I'm hoping.
yeah, for him, you mean? Or
Well,
yeah, sorry to put you on the spot again, but do
no,
the
no,
reading
go
for
on.
me.
What
Yeah,
kind
no,
of,
yeah, 'cause
what kind of, like, what age group are you thinking?
well, they don't feel that old. That's the thing. But then they kind of feel like they're 100. And then there's this, because I know you mentioned, we need to talk about Margaret still as well, because I know you mentioned your parents still being Earthside.
Please.
But then there's a real reference of, it's a very common thing as well, but there's also grandparent energy that looks at you like a daughter.
Right.
But then there's also the elements of people who were younger when they crossed over that were still parents. That's not just Adam. Does that, just a yes or no, does that make sense?
Not really. I mean, my grandparents were young when they passed, but no, I don't.
No, I don't
feel like
think that's it anyway.
Oh yes, hang on. Yes.
I'm hanging by a thread here, Dale. so-
No.
That's-
I just haven't. Something's just hit me.
Wasn't me.
But it's.
No.
I have had a friend who's just passed, young, with children.
Is that Mark?
No.
Where's the Mark again? Someone just yelled at Mark. No, they're still going back to you anyway. Okay, so it will be this. Okay, so they unfortunately just passed young and had children.
Yes.
Okay, that's all good. I mean, not good, but that's
No,
where we're
I
going. Yeah,
understand.
it's actually quite devastating. Okay, so that's really where they're going at the same time as well. Adam's just knocking everyone else out of the way because he just wants all the time with you.
Yeah, well, that's really nice.
Yes. Does anyone connect with someone who had the nickname Sparkle? It's the most random thing. I keep going, Sparks, Sparkles, Mark. If you can't connect, don't. Oh. What was it? SPX, but Sparks. I said another name before with that, and I can't remember what it was. Claire, yeah. So it's with you again. Okay. Sorry, we'll keep the microphone up there, but okay. Did you ever know Mark? No, perfect, because he's kind of, the element that he's come forward separately, even though I've read you, it just sort of comes in at the side, but his sister's Claire. Not sister. Yeah, sister. No, yeah, so you did say that. Yeah, tell her that Sparks, not Sparkle, Sparks. Tell Claire that Sparks says hello. Mark. But she's not talking to her. You still speak to Claire. She's going to call you tomorrow, guaranteed. When did you last speak to Claire? Well, she's a bit needy then. No, the what, sorry? And he takes responsibility for it. He took his suicide. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, no, when spirit unfortunately takes responsibility for past, 9 times out of 10 it is unfortunately taking their own life. We won't go into details there because it is a bit graphic, but yeah. Yeah, that's why. She's not English though, is she? Oh, perfect, okay. Not Yorkshire? Down south. They're going down. Down, okay. Yeah, let Claire know that Mark Sparks sends love, and no one in the family could have changed because they loved me more than anything else, and I knew that. And again, they've just expanded that to it's again the most personal, heartbreaking topic when we unfortunately lose people with suicide. And I don't doubt that there'll be other people in the crowd that have gone through the devastation of that. Yeah, especially because it's looping around, yeah. Adam's like, hold on, I'm not finished. I'm like, okay.
Good. I was like,
Either am I.
come on, get back.
Yeah, it's really sent an element to his girls because they are very young at the same time as well when they pass over, and he may even have a daughter that may be too young to remember him properly.
That's right.
How old were his girls when he unfortunately crossed over?
But
1.5, yeah. So unfortunately she might be a bit, she is unfortunately too young to remember
That's
her.
right, yeah.
So that's why her bed is about to break, apparently. So you might need to speak to her mother about that, to be very fair. But there's something about going on with her bed. I mean, how old is she now? Because she's old enough to talk. Well, she's old enough to talk 1.5, really. But
She's nearly 5.
yeah, perfect. So she's about to have a broken bed.
Okay.
He's not taking credit for it, but he's like, that's my sign to show that my girls that I'm around.
Okay.
Again, and this is where we're linking up again with the beautiful lady down the front again. There's a reference of his wife.
Yes.
They were married, weren't they? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. He likes my... You're her Irish?
No.
He's very drawn into my clagger ring. I probably pronounced that wrong, but... the Irish ring. Something about Ireland coming forward as well. We'll see where we go with that. But yeah, her bed is about to break. That's his symbol that he's looking over. He also wants... What's his wife's name?
Alicia.
Oh,
Totally wrong.
Alicia?
I have got
I was going to say
Kate next
Kate
to
or
me.
Caitlin, to be
I
fair.
have got Kate next to me.
Aha, perfect. Okay. Don't you be marrying Alicia. No, well, you can if you want. It's sort of this element of, again, because, and again, this is a thing that he's actually branching off into the whole audience as well, because unfortunately when we do lose our partners, whether our husbands, our wives, or even our relationship partners, there is sort of this element of where our life with them does come to a stop. Of course it does, because unfortunately they've crossed over, but we continue to live. And, I've had friends that have gone through it, I've had clients that have gone through it, but even if we do have new people that come into our life, there is that element of kind of feeling like we're cheating or that we're not honouring the memory of our loved one in spirit like that. And even though, unfortunately, your brother's passing was relatively recent, because it really doesn't feel that long. When did Adam unfortunately cross over?
3 years ago.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So obviously for Alicia, he's not indicating, if she has met someone, that's completely fine. I'm not saying that she has at the same time either, but he wants her to still feel like that she can live.
Yes.
And it's this element of I don't think she has a partner. I mean, if she does, I don't feel good. Do you know whether she's seen anyone?
So the could be Carrie Bickmore, which is who we spoke about before he passed away. He said that Carrie Bickmore met somebody just before, like 6 months or a year after her husband passed, and he said, if Alicia meets somebody, the whole family needs to accept him. She hasn't met anybody yet, but we talk about us wanting her to find somebody else in her life to love and to live with.
Because as soon as you said that, I got the biggest green tick in my head, and he says, yes, my wife is Carrie. Like, cat. Yeah, so that I wouldn't have got the connection, obviously, but that's where he's going with it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for validating that, because I thought I was going insane.
And anything about Margaret?
Yes, I know. I'm so sorry.
I'm hogging the microphone, but I just want to know about that.
Yeah, because they haven't stopped with Margaret either. I keep wanting to go back to it, because then it's sort of this validation of, because I know we instantly reference health journeys with Margaret.
Yes.
There's nothing that we're missing. So with her health journey coming ahead, there's no real big surprises, but I still feel like we don't have the whole answers yet at the same time. It's not like me. So I mean, the good news is I don't think she's got kidney cancer.
No, she's...
My mind, like again, I feel clouded, but it's stress at the same time, which would be obviously you'd expect to be stressed. She knows the journey, but she's not telling everyone the journey. That's the thing. So there's things that Margaret is sort of, again, not hiding from the family, but she's not being completely open about how she feels. But then there's the element of also breakdown of not being able to talk properly.
Yeah.
I hate, again, asking questions, but what unfortunately happened, or what is sort of going, feel free to tell me as much as you want or as little as you want.
I'm an open book.
The what, sorry, yeah.
So Mum was diagnosed with oral cancer.
Yeah, that's why I can't talk.
4 weeks ago she had a major surgery and had the roof of her mouth removed, and tomorrow is when we find out whether she needs to have radiotherapy.
Okay. The answer is unfortunately yes.
Okay, thank you. And anything else?
He says, yes, I want to go home. It's not yet. Yeah, so she will have to go through radiotherapy. She's recovered very well, considering.
Yes.
Because it's hard for anyone to go through that, especially an older lady.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm scared of Margaret, so I mean, she's strong.
Yes.
Very strong-willed woman.
Yes.
He says, this is the journey. We know everything that goes on. I'm looking after Mum. He says, I don't want to hold it up, but this is where we're going. So, yeah, that's all. But yeah, they're all blowing kisses too. So, thank you, Samantha.
Thank you
Turnbull.
so much. That's really meant a lot to me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Anyone get married in Vegas? They're singing that song oh no, the Katy Perry song, Waking Up in Vegas. Anyone wake up in Vegas this morning? No, it's okay. Okay. Daughter Gabriella. It's not my friend Gabriella though. There's a daughter Gabriella. Is there a Helen with a daughter Gabriella? Oh, there is. Okay. Because he says, no, it's Helen. Where are you, sorry? Oh, perfect, right. Sorry, Kelly. Where is, oh, there you are. Gabriella.
Hi,
Hello. So, and Helen, is it? Thanks. And who are you with, Helen?
I'm by myself tonight.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And you've got a few daughters, is that correct?
2 daughters and a beautiful gay son.
How old?
32. You've met him in a nightclub and told him his grandparents were present.
What? I actually missed what you said. The whole crowd liked that, but I missed that. What did I say?
I think he told him his grandparents were present. And
Did he live in Melbourne?
Yeah.
What? Oh. I'm about to get thrown under the bus again, but I want to see where I go with this. Yes, for anyone, for anyone that doesn't know, before I was David the Medium, my background was legal.
Sorry.
And mediumship for me was not a party trick, but I used to it's a party trick. And I used to go to there's a nightclub in Melbourne called The Peel, which is a homosexual establishment. And I used to get drunk and just read people on the dance floor. And apparently your son was one of them.
You got him right.
What's his name, if you don't mind me asking?
Andy.
Oh, I can work with Andy.
Yeah. He specialises in drag queen merch.
Wow.
Doing.
Oh my God, your son
Yeah.
is... He does the paint and sip.
Yes.
I met him. Oh, this is such a small world.
But he's moved on from that one. He's at another one now. Yeah. I know.
You're his mother.
Oh my God, yeah. I think they're about to die. And Gabriella, she's in Turkey tonight on a flexi bus. But yeah.
Oh, another Turkey reference. Perfect. Do you not like her being in Turkey? The other one wasn't happy
No,
about
no. Yeah.
it. Perfect. This gentleman is your father.
Yeah.
And he says, we've already said his name tonight. Now, don't tell me his name. Have we already said it in another reading? What's the first letter of his name?
People knew him by.
Dick.
I'm like, yeah.
Richard?
Dick.
Dick. Perfect.
Dick.
Yeah, because
Richard.
I like to test spirit like that, because I'm like, don't play games. I'm going to put them on the spot, and you have to tell me before they do. Richard, so Dick.
Yeah, Richard.
Perfect.
Edmund. Yeah.
Do you know what it was? Because when I read Andy drunk at 2 a.m., God, they're really bringing it up. Chris, maybe don't record this part. No, it's all- yeah, perfect. It's he says, he's not a hoe, he's a hove. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, our surname is Hoven. My married name is Hoven.
You're what, sorry?
My married name is Hoven.
Hoven. Okay, so Andy's not a hoe, he's a hove. Okay, he's
Yeah.
Andy Hoven. Okay. Well, he's not a hoe to me. Spirits is plain. Your dad is just so excited to be able to say hello, but he wanted to throw me under the bus by doing it by referencing your son, who I met and read on the dance floor 10 years ago. Small world. What are you doing in Sydney? Was Andy from Sydney?
No, my husband and I moved up at the start of the year.
Smart.
The kids wouldn't leave home, so we did.
Right. There's a lesson for everyone in there. You sick of your kids? Move house. Don't be moving to Sydney's east, though. It's a bit pricey. Perfect. Yeah, Dick is just blowing kisses. And he's got a female with him as well. The lights.
Yeah.
That would be your beautiful mother.
Yes.
Don't tell me her... I'm going to test them again. Don't tell me her name. What's the first letter of her name?
P.
Pam.
No. Her best friend is Pam.
In spirit, though. It has to be in spirit. No. Yeah, it's not worried about Pam. Pat?
Yes.
Perfect. Because he's going Pat, Pat. And I was like, if it's not Pat, Pat, Pam, Pat, Pat, Pat. She's fun. She just said, she goes, I always thought I could do what you do, David.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah. She goes, it can't be that hard. I'm like, no, it's not. It's really not. Like, everyone sitting in front of me right now is a medium. I say everyone can sing. Not everyone sounds like Pavarotti, but if you do singing classes, you'll get there. So, that's a Pavarotti reference as well. I had a dream that Pavarotti opened my show tonight. Sorry, Zoe, I don't think she's here. Yeah, no, all good. Everyone's just blowing kisses. They're also telling me to hurry up and I have to wrap it up, apparently. Sorry, Kelly. What's the time, Doug? No, what time? 7, okay. Oh, okay. So they want me to finish by 9. I don't want to stop. Probably you guys don't. You can lock the doors. I feel like the movie Mean Girls, it's sort of like, I'm going to keep you here all night. We can't keep them past 5. We're going to keep you here to 5. Thank you. That's, again, another reaction I like. Yeah. No, come on, guys, work with me. They're all waving at me, and I was like, no, we're not leaving yet. I said I wanted to be on stage for 90 minutes, and like, you've made 90 minutes. But I was like, no, I don't want to leave. I just want to sort of see where we're going here as well, because they're sort of throwing me around all over the place at the same time. Okay, now we do unfortunately have a spirit that's come forth that has passed in a car crash. There is a reference of country New South Wales, possibly near Wagga Wagga or Canberra. Hands up if that makes sense. Perfect, one right here. Wonderful. Beautiful. Not very old either, unfortunately, when they crossed. How old were they when they passed? Yeah, perfect. I'm 30. What am I? 7? 37. Yeah, there's a real reference to sort of driving, but it's sort of like it wasn't my fault. But there's this element of like no one. Sorry, what was your name? Sorry.
I'm Daisy.
Daisy, nice to meet you, Daisy. And with the friend.
My friend Emma.
Martha, was it?
Emma.
Emma, sorry, Emma.
Could be Martha, but
I love your hair, Emma.
yes.
I thought it was Ali Gonzalez. I'm like, oh. Everyone's like, who? I didn't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, there's a real reference of an instant impact. I don't want anyone to think that I suffered or I struggled, and I'm so sorry to make my beautiful... please tell me this wasn't your child. So it really looks at you with motherly energy about wanting to take care of you as like the mum. What's the connection? Because it's very bonded like a mother.
It was my sister's husband.
Gosh, I love him. Like, he just feels like a really beautiful man. But he says, no, she's the mother. I mean, don't tell me if you have children or not, but he actually looks at you with this element of being very thankful for the way in which you taught me life lessons. Because it's sort of like, even though you may have been the same age or very close in age at the same time, unfortunately he was very young when he crossed over, but he has this element of looking up at you. And he says, your sister's husband. He says, and she's okay. He's just teasing. But I'm looking after her at the same time as well. But he says, but I'm so thankful for Daisy. There is an element of an instant impact there as well. There is also a reference of, I feel like I'm going off the road, but then I also feel like it's something that hits him. What kind of happened, if you don't mind me?
He was driving a truck, a fully loaded truck, and another truck, the other driver overshot. So they were both in fully loaded trucks.
Yeah.
The other driver overshot the corner and
just
totally took out the side of his truck.
Because he does pass instantly, and it's sort of this. And this was another message within my Melbourne audience again, because he's bringing that up in my head. Because it's sort of like, even if the police or the emergency services, like, I don't want the family to think that they just said that. Because there is an element of, unfortunately, fire there, but I don't think he's caught fire, but there's an element of sort of, I'm so sorry because it's so personal, but like sparks and things like that. Was one of them a livestock truck? Because there's cows there. I mean, the fact that it's in the country could also symbolise the cows.
One of the other truck was fully loaded with grain.
Oh, perfect, okay, because I just see like cows and hay, and they're probably eating the grain. Incredibly proud, and he says, I want her to keep talking to me tonight. And he says, tell her I'm sending my love, which will be your sister. He says, they're going to have a dream about me tonight. Have you ever dreamt of him before? Perfect, because he's 100% doing it tonight. He says, but only if she tells me how much she loves me. He's very, like, straight down the line, like what you see is what you get kind of guy, but really sensitive. Like, he doesn't give me the truck driver kind of energy, if that makes sense, but he's such a man. But, like, he's got this real deep underlining element of just feeling very soft.
Yeah.
Like a real kind of gentle giant kind of energy. I mean, I'm 5'8", but he feels massive to me.
He was like probably 6'4" or 6'5".
Wow, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, everyone's taller than me anyway, but I feel like with him it's going up. But yeah, definitely he says my crew, so which is the family, let my crew know how much I love them, Dave. Don't tell me his name. What's the first letter?
V.
Where's the V in my family? The only reason I ask is because he puts the name in my circle. I've got Veronica, but that's not her. The only V name I can think of is Victor, but I'm not saying that that's him because that's my brain thinking. Leave that with me. I'll sort of see if he wants to bring that in a bit clearer because they've been very good with names tonight in this crowd. But yeah, it is the element of when you leave here tonight, give her a call. Say that I came through and I don't want to make a scene, but I love her. I love her. Don't feel like you can't talk to her at the same time as well. What's sort of been going on there? Because he is sort of referencing the elements of conflict or the element of she's been disconnected. Sorry to put you on the spot again. He shows me a lot of hats.
Oh, God.
She says, well, she's a star, she should walk the runway.
I do fashions on the field at the races.
Oh, you do walk the runway.
And about 3 weeks after his accident, he has a disabled brother, and Dan wanted me to go in the couples for the fashions on the field with him at these country races. So we went in together.
Perfect.
And we won.
Oh, even better. Congratulations.
But I had a bit of a falling out with my sister, at that time, and it took a little bit of time to repair.
Of course.
Because, yeah.
And this is me asking, but how are you feeling with her now? Because it feels good, but there's the
Better.
element of still conflict there. But it's
better.
Yeah. He's using this as a real element to branch out elements of the bridge. It's sort of like, hey.
I don't think she's going to want to hear this.
No. He says, nah, she'll be right.
Yes.
He's so yeah.
Yeah.
Give me real Russell Coit kind of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, even if it's not tonight, he's going to come forward to you at the same time as well. But not feel free to use it as a connection with her. What he sort of shows, though, because it's the element of two bridges coming together, and it's actually coming from her side. Yeah. So there is going to be the element of reach out to you, where she may even throw it in. I don't know whether she knows whether you're here tonight or not. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Put it on Instagram if she doesn't, and tag me. But it's sort of this element of she will actually bring it up to you, something about spirituality, and you can be like, well, hey, I went to this show and he was there.
Yeah.
Did you say Dan?
Oh, God.
Who's Dan? Was that him? Where does Dan connect? Did you say that name?
Dan's my best friend who passed away. So he was my best friend and my soulmate since we were 18,
Perfect.
or younger than 18.
Know that Dan's jumping forward as well.
Oh, God.
He's very
Yeah. He was a helicopter pilot.
The what, sorry?
He was a helicopter pilot.
A helicopter pilot. God, wouldn't have said that. Yeah, they're polar opposite kind of people, but they're getting along very well for the sake of sending love to you. Where's the tattoo?
Oh, my God, David. I had a private reading with you maybe
Oh, really?
6 months ago.
6 months?
And this is the first thing you said to me when Dan came forward. Where's my memorial tattoo? Because he knows that I don't like tattoos.
Did you get it yet?
Fuck no, I will never get that.
You can't swear at the Opera House, darling. No, that's right.
And he knows that I would never get that.
So I read you 6 months ago. So my eyesight's terrible, but Spirit doesn't want me to remember anything anyway. Okay.
Yep.
He's still throwing you into the tattoo because he's like, where's the tattoo?
I'm not getting a tattoo for you.
Well, I'm not getting one for you either.
I don't know why he keeps asking me about this tattoo because I don't have tattoos and I only ever.
That's why he's asking you because he's giving you the shits.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
No, they're all laughing, so they're fine with that as well. But know that your brother-in-law really does look at you with this real proud motherly kind of energy. He does look at you like the best mate kind of sister, like son more than anything else than the brother-in-law. But just massive love. Loves the hats again, even though that is in the past, and is just blowing kisses. And says Kellie needs to get up on stage with me. Okay, so yeah, I thought they were talking about. Well, they're all waving, and I don't want to stop. Okay. Hello. We're going to do a duet for you. No, we're not really. I don't want to stop, guys, so if anyone still wants to come forward, you're welcome. Oh, they want Kellie to close. Okay. Well, yeah, you don't have to do that. You can do it in your head. Everybody, I want to thank you all so much for coming tonight and not only allowing me to be able to do what I do, because what I do I cannot do without everyone sitting in front of me and supporting me and just being the best. Like, I am so grateful for the loyalty and the love that my audience shows me, and it's been an absolute honour and a privilege to be in front of every single one of you tonight, and especially those of you who I was able to connect with. And I am forever grateful, and I look forward to seeing you at 22 Minutes to Manifest if you haven't booked in already. But thank you. But from everybody up here, and from me as well, a massive kiss to you all. Thank you. Could you?